Zombie cats. That's how some are describing their pets on an opioid pain medication.
The FDA has received hundreds of reports of cat deaths linked to that drug. Channel 2 investigative reporter Sophia Choi joining us now here in the studio. Sophia, I mean, zombie cats, you took their complaints to the maker. What'd you find out?
Well, yeah, complaints about some serious side effects too, George. Pet owners we spoke to say they never even knew about the risks. And in some cases, they weren't told their pet got the drug.
This is 8-year-old Boots, who now cries for no reason and walks with a tilted head. Just one of many changes Teresa Nichols says happened from the drug Zorbium. Boots got the drops behind his neck in January after getting some teeth pulled.
Ow.
He was never the same.
His feet on his right side were clubbed in, his eyes blown out.
Boots suffered a stroke. That was determined by his vet and Elanco, the maker of the drug, who paid for a portion of the care. Boots is lucky he survived.
Syringe underneath his skin.
But it took months of 24-hour care from Teresa, including fluids through an IV bag and needle.
He couldn't drink water. He couldn't eat.
Zorbium is the only drug of its kind approved by the FDA after the maker did its own study showing no deaths and few negative reactions. But the site ZorbiumLawsuit.com analyzed data from the FDA website and found 282 reports of cat deaths linked to Zorbium between its release in 2022 and 2024.
That's a lot of cat deaths, considering there was none in the clinical trials or in the follow-up.
Josh Charlin, FDA scientist turned expert witness and dog owner, says it takes time to learn if a drug is really safe.
For myself, I always tell myself, if the drug's been out for 3 to 5 years, then I will consider using it.
Only vets can administer the controlled opioid for pain relief after surgery. One dose should last for 4 days. Monica Coleman says the side effects lasted much longer for their cats. 1-year-old Agora and 10-year-old Ginger both got the drug last year. Agora after being spayed at a year old, and Ginger after surgery to remove her mammary glands because of cancer. Monica says Ginger couldn't eat or sleep for several days before recovering.
She couldn't close her eyes at all. She was pacing all the time.
It took longer for Agora to recover, a week. Monica says she looked like a zombie, just staring with huge pupils.
Staring into space, she was really high.
Elanco lists some possible side effects like hypothermia and hypertension, but nothing about these unusual side effects or death. But the drug is so strong, Elanco warns accidental exposure to even 1 tube of Zorbium, especially in children, can result in a fatal overdose of buprenorphine. Elanco responded to our questions saying, overall, the estimated incidence of serious adverse events are rare, with fewer than 10 for every 10,000 units sold. And all anesthesia and surgical procedures carry inherent risk, independent of Zorbium administration, especially in cats with pre-existing conditions. Some say their vets never even told them their pets got the drug. Teresa says she only found out after seeing it listed on her receipt. Her vet is no longer using Zorbium. Instead, Teresa says they're warning others.
I wouldn't touch that drug again, and I wouldn't recommend anybody using it. I mean, you're taking a risk.
Elanco says it investigates every report of adverse side effects. The company says it's working with the FDA to keep on top of this data coming in to see if the benefits of the drug still outweigh the potential risks.
Tough to wrap your head around your report, but obviously it's happening. So what should pet owners do to make sure someone tells them when the vet is going to use this kind of drug?
Okay, well, you have to ask questions. Number one, before you even agree to the surgery, ask what kind of pain medication they plan on use on your pet for the aftercare. See how long it's been on the market. That's very important. Get a copy of the insert and read it, please. And again, our FDA expert says, any new drug, you might want to wait to see 3 to 5 years, because that's when those adverse side effects start coming in.
We know pets are like children for so many. Thank you, Sophia.
You're welcome.